Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, we are from Group Melon. We are going to explain about the responsible for consumption and production. Before we are going to handle about the issue and the solution regarding about production and consumption. First of all, we have to know what does consumption mean and what is the production mean. So basically speaking, consumption is how the consumer should consume in a proper way, but the production it means how the production or producer or supplier should produce in the Islamic perspective. Okay, let's take a look how my friend will tackle about the issue and will give the solution for this kind of consumption and production. Have a nice watching.
My name is Nur Aisha. I will be presenting about issues of responsible consumption and production. So the main purpose is to protect and manage natural resources and ecosystem and to eradicate poverty and hunger. So the two issues is increasing use of resources and pollution. So the increasing use of resources, the issues are the inequitability use of resource and distribution due to environment degradation, which means that there's a wealth gap, there's a gender gap. The second is the economy and expands and the population is growing. When the developed countries, consumption rate continues, your demand for production also continues. It means that you're using a lot of resources and the population has become twice full in the next 2050. So beyond that, people won't have enough resources for everyone's demand to fulfill. The second is pollution. Pollution means the lack of sound management chemical waste, which means now we don't necessarily take care of how we reduce our waste management, which means we have water and air pollution from factories. And then there's continuous and increasing conversion of natural ecosystem for agriculture use, which means that we're going to use for infrastructure and agriculture, that we create our land, and also deforestation. And the last one is because of various extractive and processing industries, we have pollution such as chemical pollutions.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Asmanatur Rahmadewi, and in this part we are moving on to the Islamic perspective of the issue. Islam actually accepts the unequal distribution of the wealth in community. So it doesn't allow the existence of wide disparities in distribution. Distribution of the wealth in the community is unequitable and unfair. The social peace of that community will always be in conflict, and that will be resulting in war. So Islam, which is a religion of the peace, is against of that conflict. So the second point is Islamic economic system guarantees the basic human needs of all citizens of Islamic state. And if you look to the Quran in Surah Al-Ma'arij, it states that portion of rich people wealth is belong to the poor. So from this verse we can know that Islam actually has command the rich people to distribute some of the wealth. Riba, which is applicable in many transactions nowadays, is one of the worst elements. Another element that leads to the social injustice is bribery, gambling, speculative transactions, or corruptions. And also, interest actually have been protected by Islam in many legislations. And as we know, many verses in Al-Quran talking about riba prohibition.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Engku Huda Murshidah binti Engku Hassan Ash'ari. Now I'm going to present about the solutions and the effects of these issues in Islamic perspective. Some ways to fix the production problems is first, Muslim entrepreneurs should have stronger urge to live up Islamic ideals of justice and benevolence. Second, more purchasing power should be given to the poor consumers. So if we do this, so less of poor people would be having problem to consume their goods because more purchasing power would be given to that who needs it more. Next is the effect in which all of these ethics will affect consumption and production. The effect is that first, the demand for prohibited goods and services will automatically fall to zero. Second, demand for social needs like defense and education will increase. The third effect is that luxury good demands will decrease because people will now focus more on the things they need than what the things they want. Then the effects for producer, first, production of prohibited goods will decrease. Second, illegal practice of business like hoarding and cheating will also decrease. Third effect is that producer will be more competitive in producing the best products to the consumers in the market. So they will compete among themselves to give a better quality of products and services. And negative behavior like idleness and a sense to easily easily give up will also be eliminated from the producer.
So for the conclusion, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us enough resources for all human beings in order to utilize it. But when something bad happens, it is not because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but it is because of the human being itself. So like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in Quran Al-Karim, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Ya bani adama khudu zinatakum inda kulli masjid wa kulu washrabu wa la tusrifu innahu la yuhibbul musrifin. So this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered us to be moderate for both consumption and production. So maybe this is from us. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.